someplace. You gotta be on somebody's books. The lowdown picture of your face, your injured looks, the sacred and profane, pleasure and the pain. Somewhere your fingerprints remain concrete, and it's your face I'm looking for on every street. Lady killer, regulation tattoo, silver spurs on his heels. What can I tell you as I'm standing next to you? She threw herself under my wheels. It's a dangerous road and a hazardous load, and the fireworks over liberty explode in the heat. And it's your face I'm looking for on every street. Three-chord symphony crashes into space. The moon is hanging upside down. I don't know why it is I'm still on the case. It's a ravenous town. You still refuse to be traced. Seemed to me such a waste. Every victory has a taste that's bittersweet. On every street, it's your face I'm looking for. On every street. Slice hamburgers and scotch all night. Nicotine for breakfast just to put me right. 'Cause if you wanna run cool, if you wanna run cool, if you wanna run cool, you got to run on heavy, heavy fuel. Heavy, heavy fuel. Heavy, heavy fuel. Makes perfect sense. Lust and food and violence. Sex and money are my major kicks. Get me in a fight, I like a dirty tricks. 'Cause if you wanna run cool, if you wanna run cool, yes, if you wanna run cool, you got to run on heavy, heavy fuel. Heavy, heavy fuel. Heavy, heavy fuel. My chick loves a man who's strong. The things she'll do to turn me on. I love the babes, don't get me wrong. Hey, that's why I wrote this song. Yeah. Says I ought to be dead. When my ugly big car wanna climb this hill, I'll write a suicide note on $100 bill. 'Cause if you wanna run cool, if you wanna run cool, yes, if you wanna run cool, you got to run on heavy, heavy fuel. 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 the night time into the day. The song about a seagull and a woman. They do the song about the night. Then they do the walk. Do the walk all night. Yeah, you do the walk all night. Baby, what I say. Here comes Johnny singing, I got a woman down in the tunnel trying to make it pay. He got the action, he got the motion. Oh yeah, the boy can play. The dedication, devotion, the turning all the nighttime into the day. And after all the violence and double talk, it's just a song in all the trouble and the strife. You do the walk, yeah, you do the walk of life. You do the walk of life. The way you do it. You play the guitar on the MTV. That ain't working, that's the way you do it. Money for nothing and your chicks for free. Now that ain't working, that's the way you do it. Let me tell you, damn guys ain't dumb. Maybe get a blister on your little finger. Maybe get a blister on your thumb. We got to install microwave ovens, custom kitchen deliveries. We got to move these refrigerators. We got to move these color TVs. Move on, move on. I should've learned to play them drums. Look at that mama, she got it sticking in the cameraman. Oh, we could have some. And he's up there, what's that? Hawaiian noises. He's banging on the bongos like a chimpanzee. Oh, that ain't working. That's the way you do it. Get your money for nothing, get your chicks